I'm a never Trump guy. I'm a never Trump guy. I'm a never Trump guy. I never liked him. I'm a never Trump guy. 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 I never liked him. I'm a never Trump guy. I never liked him.
Hold on, everyone. It appears we have some breaking news from the United States. Let's take a look. It appears that former President Donald Trump has drank water. Let's analyze this, shall we?
Bill Nye the Science Guy. Bill Nye the Science Guy. Bill Nye the Science Guy. Bill Nye the Science Guy.
Hey, Bill Nye here. As we can see, Donald Trump very clearly doesn't understand that inertia is a property of matter. I mean, this man hardly ever touches a water bottle. He is using his minuscule hands to pry open the lid, which is very hard for him due to the fact he's used to cracking 12 Diet Cokes a day. Thanks for having me on the show, and that was the breakdown.
Welcome to Deep Thoughts with former President Donald John Trump.
In June of 1775, the Continental Congress created a unified army out of the revolutionary forces encamped around Boston and New York, and named after the great George Washington, Commander-in-Chief. The Continental Army suffered a bitter winter of Valley Forge, found glory across the waters of the Delaware, and seized victory from Cornwallis of Yorktown. Our army manned the airport. It ran the ramparts. It took over the airports. It did everything it had to do. And at Fort McHenry, under the rocket's red glare, it had nothing but victory.
And that was Deep Thoughts with former President Donald Trump. And now we'll continue the first episode of Donald's Dictionary.
I'm very highly educated. I know words. I have the best words. But there's no better word than stupid. Right?
There isn't a better way to start this amazing show than with the best word, because I have the best words, and that's bigly, which frankly is one of the best words, but not as good as maybe Donald Trump. Now, the definition of bigly is in a big way or to a large degree. And if I could use this word in a sentence, it would be Donald J. Trump is bigly, and he is just so bigly, possibly the bigliest, bigly. I'm bigly. Are they bigly?
And that was, oh God, first episode of Donald's Dictionary.
I had the best words.
Hey guys, JD Vance here at Radford, Virginia. I thought I'd take you behind the scenes a little bit. When you get to an event, they've got a ton of crap for you to drink and eat. You got 3 bottles of Diet Mountain Dew.
It is the weirdest thing to me. Democrats say that it is racist to believe, well, they say it's racist to do anything. I had a Diet Mountain Dew yesterday and one today. I'm sure they're going to call that racist too, but it's good. I love you guys. But
Snickers, a bag of chips. If I ate even half this stuff, of course, I'd balloon up like crazy.
JD Vance is not allowed within 20 meters of a couch. He has been banned from all furniture stores. If you see JD Vance within 20 meters of a couch, please call 911.
She was always of Indian heritage, and she was only promoting Indian heritage. I didn't know she was black until a number of years ago when she happened to turn black.
Trump just said some stupid shit. Roll that intro.
Bill Nye the Science Guy. Bill Nye the Science Guy. Bill Nye the Science science guy.
Hey, Bill Nye, the science guy, yeah, or I guess as of late it's been Bill Nye, the explaining simple guy. Now, as you just heard, Donald Duck just claimed that he only just found out that Kamala Harris is black. I find that funny. Isn't Donald Trump the guy who was white his whole life and suddenly turned orange like an Oompa Loompa? You know, we actually have a term for that in the science world. It's called Orangianus scrotialis, where you all of a sudden just become a huge dick and turn orange. It's okay to have your own political beliefs, but if you're really falling for this guy, I mean, come on. Thanks for watching, and that was the
Bill Nye the Science Guy.
breakdown.
I went to an Ivy League school. I'm very highly educated. I know words. I have the best words. Well, I can say no, I think it's maybe a little bit different. So I've known her a long time indirectly, not directly very much. And she was always of Indian heritage, and she was only promoting Indian heritage. I didn't know she was black until a number of years ago when she happened to turn black, and now she wants to be known as black. So I don't know, is she Indian or is she black? I'm a very stable genius. They go crazy when I mention Dr. Hannibal Lecter. You know who that was? They say, why does he keep mentioning Hannibal Lecter? Well, you see, he was a slightly troubled patient in an insane asylum, and he'd love to have you for dinner. You right there. He'd love to have you for dinner.
Hey, Donnie. I have an extremely important question, one that has been on my mind for a while.
Why, what could that question be, Barry? I am a stable genius, so I should be able to answer your question with clarity and accuracy.
Well, I was actually wondering if you happen to know, but what does the fox say?
The Fox, you mean like Fox News?
No, Donnie, what does the fox say?
Ring ding 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 a ring a ding, ring ding 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 a ring a ding, ring ding 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 a ring a ding.
Thank you. Welcome to another episode of Dr. Phil. Today we have three presidents here. They've had a very hard time communicating. Let's see what they have to say.
Hey, my fellow Americans, I am. America is a nation that can be described in a single word. Asmefu yasimalada.
And the media, they're very mean to me. They treat me worse than Lincoln. And you have Sleepy Joe, who frankly is very sleepy. But I picked J.P. Mandel as my vice president of the United Stratos.
Looks like Joe needs sleep, Trump needs a therapist, and Obama needs new friends.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the 2024 presidential debate. Please welcome President Biden.
And where's the line for ice cream?
Okay, and please welcome former President Donald Trump.
Looks like they forgot to give Joey his Mountain Dew. This will be a cakewalk.
All right, the first question goes to President Biden. What will you do to continue combating inflation?
Inflation like balloons? I remember one time when a clown gave me a balloon. His name was Corn Pop. Marimo Larum Lala Blah.
Okay, then. This question is for President Trump. What would you do to end the war in Ukraine?
Joe said something about balloons. Frankly, I know balloons the best. Better than that Corn Pop fella. Shimon Joski.
Mr. President, I asked if you...
Next question, please.
This one is for President Biden, Mr. President.
Where's the next question? I'm not answering it, but give it to me.
Have you ever wanted to have the body of a, presenting from the most fit president to ever grace the Oval Office, Sweating with the Oldies, by Donald J. Trump?
A lot of people say that I am very strong, that I am very fit, and frankly, I agree with them. I am the most fit president, and that is why I present you with Sweating with the Oldies. With this workout guide, you'll be as ripped and as shredded as I am. In fact, here's a sneak peek to one of my many exercise routines.
You can do it, baby. I love you so much. Magic. And it's bad news. Bad things are happening. Mom, I'm sorry. Mom, I didn't do it.
Impressive, right? And for the low price of $12.50, You can own that and the rest of the tapes. Order now and get a Trump Make America Gain Again sweatband for absolutely free.
Hello, everyone. This is your host, Chris Hansen, and welcome to Couch a Predator.
I wasn't going to touch any cushions.
Here's United States Senator J.D. Vance, screen name Diet Do Lover 39. He's 39 years old and has been chatting with an Albany corner sectional when in actuality, he was chatting with us. Vance was extremely explicit in this conversation. As per TV guidelines, we can only share some of what is otherwise an extremely awful chat log. He started off the conversation by saying,
I'm looking for a real nice couch with some soft cushions.
As the chat progressed, things got a lot more explicit, with him saying,
You know, I've been real lonely. I just really want some sectional healing.
And in cooperation with IKEA, we are going to catch Vance for the couch craver. He really is.
I love it when the ants march around the screen. This show is just my favorite.
Joe, buddy, pardon my French. But what the hell are you doing?
Watching TV, of course. This is National Geographic. The ants are marching. Isn't that great?
Joey, this is just TV static. You're just staring at blank TV static. I don't see these ants you're speaking of.
What's going on, losers? What are we doing over here?
Joe's just been blankly staring at the TV static for hours. He says that he's watching marching ants.
Marching ants? You mean the one on National Geographic? Oh boy, that's my favorite channel.
Oh, brother, what is wrong with you guys?
And now, the world premiere of Healthy Living with former President Donald John Trump.
Thank you for that glorious introduction. Now, some folks believe that healthy eating means eating salads, eating tomatoes, spinach, kale, all of that gross garbage. Frankly, folks, that's a lie. I am in tip-top shape. I'm the most fit president ever. And the only vegetable I'll touch is in a Big Mac. We've talked about the big lie. The biggest lie of them all is vegetables. They're awful. They look green like Shrek, and he's a bad, bad ogre.
I don't know, Donald. Vegetables are really good for you. If you keep up like this, you might go into cardiac arrest.
Vegetables are a government hoax. I will eat my Big Macs and I'll be completely fine.
And that was Healthy Living with former President Donald John Trump.
Hello, you donuts. Today you'll be cooking a dish that I will be rating out of 5.
Cooking? Oh yeah, I'll be cooking, all right. Cooking up a delicious Big Mac.
I'm not too bad at cooking. I'll probably make him a nice spaghetti bolognese with homemade pasta.
Well, I really only consume ice cream, so I don't do much cooking. I could get you a bowl of ice cream if you want some.
Before we begin, you donkeys, each one of you will have a theme that you have to follow. So don't get ahead of yourselves. On the count of 3, you donuts will begin cooking. 3, 2, 1, go.
Comfort food, I think my bed is comfortable. I'll put some cotton balls with a pillow garnish on this ice cream.
What the hell is rustic? I found these rusty nails outside. That's pretty rustic. I'll put them in the Big Mac.
Fusion. Okay, sure. I'll fuse Italian cuisine with some canine cuisine. It'll be delightful.
What the hell? Here's what I have to say about your cooking.
What are you?
Idiot sandwich.
Idiot sandwich what?
Idiot sandwich, Chef Ramsay.
You can do it, baby. I love you so much. And it's bad news. Bad things are happening. Mom, I'm sorry. Mom, I didn't do it. Boy, you can do it, baby. I love you so much. And it's bad news. Bad things are happening. Mom, I'm sorry. Mom, I didn't do it. Boy.
And now, welcome to Deep Thoughts with President Joe Biden. And that was Deep Thoughts with President Biden.
I am Donald John Trump, and I unequivocally approve this message. Would you rather only be able to eat ice cream or only be able to eat Big Macs?
How did ice cream lose?
Of course, ice cream lost, Joe. It sucks.
I abstain. I'd prefer something more healthy. Okay. Would you rather have unlimited games but no games? Or would you rather have unlimited bacon but no bacon? Bacon over games any day.
Games, games, games. Let's go.
If we're talking bingo, then I'm going with game. Press this button that may or may not explode the entire Earth. Or if you're extremely boring, reject this incredible offer. Very good choice, audience.
Unpopular opinion, but I think blowing up the entire Earth is a bad idea.
Says the guy who drone striked a ton of people.
You did too, Donald.
Fake news.
Hello viewers, welcome to America's Got Talent. Today's a special one. We have some presidents of the United States ready to showcase their talents.
Thank you for graciously taking us in. We are looking forward to the opportunity.
Yeah, what he said, I haven't gotten my 16 hours of sleep yet. I hope I'll hold.
This will be bigly. I'm winning, no doubt. Everyone says that I'll win.
All right then, gentlemen, introductions aside, let's begin. Bring out the first contestant.
Now watch this, Jack.
Here's what I say to all three of you.
I need a vice president pick, and I need it now. Bring in the first option.
Hello, Mr. President. Nice to meet you.
All right, it says here your name is Burger King. I'm more of a McDonald's guy. State your case.
Well, Mr. Trump, I rule over the kingdom of burgers. I'll let people have it their way, and a ticket with you and I would be a whopper of a deal.
If by people you mean me, then I think this might work out. Give me the next one.
Hello, Mr. Trump. I am humbled to be in your presence.
If it isn't Mr. KFC, what would you bring to my cabinet?
They don't call me the Colonel for nothing. I'm Kentucky strong, and me on your team would be a finger-licking good asset. So grab me while you can.
Not the only thing I'm grabbing. Last one, come on out.
Hello, Donald. Long time no see.
Yeah, Mayor McCheese, I hardly need any convincing, but go ahead.
I'll keep this short and sweet like a McFlurry. The American people would be loving it if I was your VP.
Deal, you're my VP, Mayor McCheese. Oh, what?
Obama told me to put this on.
Hey guys, I was thinking we could play the sentence game.
The sentence game? I frankly am the best at the sentence game.
The sentence game. What is that, Barry?
Well, someone starts by saying a word and we go clockwise until a sentence is formed. You ready?
Yes, of course we are ready, Bart. I will be starting this sentence. Joe.
Is
sniffer.
Okay, really, Trump? We're going down that route? Let's keep this nice and friendly.
Yeah, Donnie, that really hurt my feelings, even if it may be true. I'll go this time, Barry. Trump.
Is
a
felon. Ha 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 ha.
Come on, Joey, not you two.
That's just a fact, Barry. Plain and simple.
All right, then. I'll be going next. I
am
done with
this
game
here.
Here comes what?
Deploy AC-130 now.
Oh, what's that in the sky? Oh, crap.
Today, presidents, you'll be competing in a dad joke contest with the winner receiving one SpaceX rocket.
Not exactly sure what I'd do with a rocket.
Shut up, Obama. If there's a competition to be won, the Trump's winning it.
I could really use a rocket, Jack. I heard there's cheese on the moon.
Let the joking begin.
I went to buy some camouflage pants, but it was malarkey. I couldn't find any.
You know, I've never understood why Marvel doesn't use Hulk to advertise more. He's one big banner.
You know, my hotel tried to charge me $10 extra for air conditioning, so I told them that it wasn't cool.
Did you hear that the first French fry wasn't cooked in France? It was cooked in Greece.
What do you call a beehive with no exit? Unbelievable.
How do you find Will Smith in a snowstorm? Look for the Fresh Prince.
I'm not sure. I can't pick who won.
Subscribe if you think I won.
Comment if you think I won.
Or leave a like if you think I won.
Hello, my fellow Americans. Recently, there's been some debate sparked about some new legislation being passed, which would bring the 10 Commandments to American schools. For those who are poorly educated, whom I love and support, let me educate you. Here are the true Trump-approved 10 Commandments. Commandment 1, thou shalt not have any other gods before God. He's a great guy, frankly, good as me. I'm not so sure. Commandment 2, thou shalt not make yourself an idol, or maybe ignore this one, or let's rewrite it. Next, Commandment 3, thou shalt not take the Lord's name in vain. Could we maybe add my name to this too? The press is very mean to me, worse than Lincoln. Commandment 4, remember the Sabbath day and keep it holy. And while you're at it, pass the communion. These legal bills are getting expensive. Commandment 5, honor your father and mother, even if they're a convicted felon who paid hush money to a... Well, we'll get to that. Commandment 6, thou shalt not murder, unless if an election was, quote, end quote, rigged, then maybe it's okay. Maybe not just stand back and stand by. Commandment 7, thou shalt not commit adultery. Oops, anyone have an eraser or some whiteout? I might have broken this one a couple times. Commandment 8, thou shalt not steal, just like I steal your money. Collect your donations. Go buy some more hats or my crappy NFTs. Commandment 9, thou shalt not testify or bear false witness against your neighbor. 30,000 lies I told during my term. Can you believe that? I'm more honest than Lincoln. Commandment 10, thou shalt not covet. The hell does that mean? Oh? Okay, well, yeah, don't do it. Instead of keeping your possessions, give them to me. That's it. You're welcome, you suckers and losers. Just don't ask me my favorite Bible verse. I might freeze up on you like Mitch McConnell. I can sense his presence. I think he is giving me a gift from above.
Good evening, everyone. We have breaking news here at the top of the hour. The judge just handed down the verdict in the Alex Jones case. We go live to Alex Jones now for his reaction to the verdict.
I wasn't completely going with this. This is fine. It's my resistance to them. It's like God's transmission. It's a human under attack. We're gonna beat these people. I'm not trying to be dramatic here, but it's been a hard fight. These people hate our children.
Good evening, everyone. This is Anderson Cooper. The polls have closed, and it has been a very close race. We are now waiting on the final results for the 2024 election. Okay, just a second. Okay, I am hearing from the control room we now have a winner for the election. The winner of the 2024 presidential election and 47th president of the United States is Donald J. Trump. Oh my God, what have we done? May God have mercy on our souls.
Oh my God, I actually won. How the hell did that happen?
Oh, silly Americans. That was way too easy.
It has been 1 year now since Donald Trump has reclaimed the presidency, and there is still no sign of the Biden family or the Clinton family. Wait, hold on. I'm being told that someone has just gotten cell phone camera footage of both Hillary Clinton and Joe Biden. Let's take a look.
Come on, Joe, wait for me. You always get the good stuff.
Hi, I don't think so. It is your fault I am in this mess in the first place. If you would have beaten that orange lunatic when you had the chance, I could have stayed retired.
Breaking news that will absolutely change the landscape of American politics. Former President Donald Trump has just announced his pick for vice president in the upcoming election. Let's cut to the live feed from Mar-a-Lago, where President Trump is making his announcement.
Thank you, thank you. You're all very lucky to be here for this historic announcement after much consideration. And believe me, I know all the best people. I've decided on the perfect running mate for 2024. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Hamburglar.
Rubble.
And, the Hamburglar is a fantastic choice. He understands business. He knows how to get things done, and he's a master at grabbing what he wants. We're going to run this country like a fast food chain, efficient, profitable, and with plenty of burgers for everyone.
Rubble.
And together we're going to steal poorly educated Americans' money.
Rubble.
Sell high-quality items to all my cult members. And believe me, it's going to be huge. I mean, I'm not going to stop till I have it all. Absolutely huge. We'll robble our way to victory.
Well, there you have it. The Trump Hamburglar ticket is officially in play. We'll see how this unique pairing resonates with voters. Stay tuned for more updates on this unconventional campaign. Good night, America. I can't keep this up much longer. This guy is a moron. What have I become? My God, why is anyone buying into this?
Hannity, your mic is hot.
That's the jokes, folks.
As we move forward in uniting our nation after the horrific events on Saturday, I will proceed to spew bile that will only drive our country further. This dismissal of the lawless indictment in Florida should be just the first step. You can't prosecute a Lil King. Followed quickly by the dismissal of all the witch hunts. I'm treated worse than Lincoln, folks. They're trying to Joan of Arc me. The January 6th hoax in Washington, D.C., that insurrection I incited, the Manhattan DA's zombie case. I'm a legitimate businessman who pays $750 in taxes while you suffer. The New York AG scam. The only scam happening is when you buy my merch or donate to me. Fake claims about a woman I never met. A decades-old photo in a line with her then-husband does not count. Just like the photos with me and Epstein, I totally don't know him or haven't flown on his planes. And the Georgia Perfect phone call charges. I thought I had that twerp. He just had to find 17,000 votes. I tried to wring him out like an Italian mob boss. The Democrat Justice Department coordinated all of these political attacks. I chanted, lock her up, and now they're trying to lock me up. Not fair, especially for a Lil King, which are an election interference conspiracy against Joe Biden's political opponent, which is me, the greatest, most bestest President King ever, me. Let us come together to end all weaponization of our justice system, despite the fact that during the debate I said I'd be seeking retribution and make America great again, which involves me taking no responsibility for my actions.
Howdy, folks. Welcome to the second episode of Poorly Educated, the show where we break down complicated words and terms for our friends Elroy and Clyde here. Say howdy, fellas.
Howdy.
Today's term of the day is sock account. Now, Elroy, Clyde, what do you think a sock account is?
Ain't that where you keep all your spare socks when the dryer eats them?
Yeah, like a secret stash of socks fur when you can't find a match.
I can see where you're coming from, but no, a sock account isn't about actual socks. A sock account is when someone creates a fake identity online to hide who they really are or to support their own opinions.
So it's like wearing a mask, but on the internet.
Exactly, Elroy. Imagine someone pretending to be a different person on social media, maybe to make it look like a lot of people agree with them or to cause trouble without getting caught, or posting negative comments on videos in a cowardly way.
So it's like when cousin Billy Bob dresses up as Santa Claus to get extra cookies.
That's right, Clyde. Just like Billy Bob pretending to be Santa to get more cookies, someone with a sock account pretends to be someone else online to get more attention or stir things up.
But why would anyone want to do that? Seems like a lot of trouble just to get extra cookies. I mean, likes.
Well, sometimes people want to make it look like their opinion is more popular than it really is, or they might want to criticize others without getting in trouble.
So, it's kind of like when we use a scarecrow to keep the crows away from the corn, but on the internet?
Yes, Clyde, a sock account is like a scarecrow. It's a fake person used to trick others.
Well, I reckon if folks spent more time tending their own gardens instead of pretending, we'd all be better off.
I think you might be onto something there, Elroy. So remember, a sock account is when someone creates a fake identity online, not a place to keep your spare socks. Thanks for tuning in to Poorly Educated. See y'all next time for another round of learning.
Y'all come back now, you hear?
Howdy, folks. Welcome to the first episode of Poorly Educated, the show where we break down complicated words and terms for our friends Elroy and Clyde here. Say howdy, fellas. Today's word of the day is asylum seeker. Now, Elroy, Clyde, what do you think an asylum seeker is?
Ain't that one of them folks from the nut house? Like that Hannibal Lecter fella?
Yeah, the ones that wear them funny jackets and try to eat people.
I can see why you might think that, but no, that's not what an asylum seeker is. And by the way, Hannibal Lecter isn't a real person. He's a character from a movie.
You mean to tell me that fella ain't real? I always thought he was out there somewhere chomping on folks.
Nope, just a character in a movie. An asylum seeker, though, is someone who leaves their own country because they're in danger and they come to another country asking for protection.
So, they ain't looking for a nut house, they're looking for a safe house.
Exactly, Clyde. They're not crazy or dangerous. They're just folks trying to find a safe place to live because their home isn't safe anymore.
So, it's like when a twister comes through and we all run to the storm cellar.
Yes, that's a good way to think of it. Just like you'd seek shelter from a storm, asylum seekers are seeking shelter from danger in their home country.
And they ain't looking for no funny jackets or anything like that.
No, they're just regular people who need help. They might be escaping war, violence, or persecution.
I reckon I'd want to find a safe place too, if I was in their shoes.
Exactly, Elroy. So next time you hear about asylum seekers, remember they're just folks like you and me looking for a place where they can be safe and live in peace.
Well, shoot, I reckon we'd better make sure our storm cellar's ready for any visitors then.
That's the spirit, Clyde, and there you have it, folks. An asylum seeker is someone looking for safety and protection, not a place in a nut house.
You all come back now, you hear? Or just stop by. I love having friends for dinner.
Thanks for tuning in to Poorly Educated. See y'all next time for another round of learning. And for all you Christians out there, remember what Jesus said. What you do to the least among you, you do unto me.
Hurry!
Tired of holiday dinners turning into political battlefields? Black September Records presents the perfect gift for those relatives who have been ruining every holiday since 2016. Donald Trump and the J6 Choir live from Rikers Island. The album that brings a whole new meaning to Behind Bars. Featuring hits like Jingle Bell Stop the Steal, Deck the Halls with Election Fraud, and All I Want for Christmas is a Recount. Finally, a gift that keeps on giving, peace and quiet during Christmas dinner. Order now and we'll throw in a free set of earplugs because, let's face it, you're going to need them.
On the first day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 32 felonies and a solid Rikers seat. Home and a fort in pinstripes with gates.
Hey, Donald, we need to talk.
Hey, hippie, can't you see I'm in the middle of something here? Oh, crap.
Ladies and gentle beings, please welcome the one, the only Darth Trumpster.
Thank you. It's tremendous to be here on this beautiful Death Star. Isn't it tremendous? We've got a lot of great things happening. We're going to build a wall around Tatooine, and guess what? We're going to make the Jawas pay for it. Just kidding, folks. We love the Jawas, don't we? They bring us all those lovely droids. Believe me, no one knows droids better than me. And we're going to drain the swamps on Dagobah. Yoda? More like Yoda must go. Am I right? We're going to bring balance to the Force, but only the good parts. None of that dark side nonsense. That's fake news, folks, fake news. We've got the best starships, folks, the very best. And we're going to make the galaxy great again by making the Empire first. You know it. I know it. Everyone knows it. Now let's talk about the competition. We've got Joe Sky Biden, Sleepy Joe, not a chance, folks, not a chance. And Princess Kamala just said, she doesn't even have a lightsaber, folks. And let's not forget my secret weapon, Space Force. We're going to build a Space Force so powerful, not even the Rebel Alliance can stop us. Believe me, it's going to be huge. So let's get out there and vote. Vote for Darth Trumpster, the greatest leader the galaxy has ever seen. Together, we will rule the galaxy with strength, with power, and most importantly, with style. Hey, who hecking shot me? What? Mike Pence.
The galaxy great again with Darth Trumpster, let's all win. Build the walls and drain the swamps. With our leader we'll never be chumps. So raise your sabers, join the fight. With Trumpster's lead, our future's bright. Vote for power, vote for cheer. Make the galaxy great again, right here.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the hottest new product launch of the century. Straight from the mind of the one and only Lil King, we present to you Trump's torches and pitchforks.
That's right, folks. You love my steaks, my ties, and my university. Now get ready for the ultimate tool to make your voices heard. It's time to stand down and stand by in style.
Amazing. Tell us, Lil King, what makes these torches and pitchforks so special?
This isn't just any torch. This is a MAGA torch. It's got LED lights, a built-in speaker for my greatest hits, and it's flame retardant. Safety first, people.
Wow, that's incredible. And what about the pitchfork?
This baby is made of the finest plastic, light as a feather, but strong enough to poke any election fraud right in the ballot box.
I used to just stand around waiting for the votes to be counted. But now, with Lil King's torch and pitchfork, I feel like I'm really part of the action.
And for a limited time, you can get your very own Lil King torch and pitchfork set for just $19.99. But wait, there's more. Order now, and you'll get a free Stop the Steal t-shirt.
Operators are standing by, just like we want you to. Don't miss out on this opportunity to be part of history. Remember, when the votes are being counted, you need to be ready. And now, you can be ready in style. Make America nuts again.
That's right, folks. Don't delay. Get your Lil King torch and pitchfork set today. Stand down, stand by, and shine bright with Lil King's latest and greatest invention.
Lil King's Torch and Pitchfork Emporium is not responsible for any unintended consequences resulting from the use of our products. So torches and pitchforks are intended for decorative purposes only and should not be used in actual protest activities, riots, or any form of mob action. The LED lights in the torch are not to be used as a substitute for regular lighting and may cause temporary blindness if stared at directly for prolonged periods. So the built-in speaker playing Lil King's greatest hits is guaranteed to play on a loop and may result in excessive humming, uncontrollable dancing, or sudden urges to tweet at 3 a.m. The plastic used in the pitchfork is designed to be lightweight and is not suitable for agricultural purposes, self-defense, or poking election fraud, actual or imagined. Do not use the pitchfork to cook marshmallows, spearfish, or as a walking stick. Lil King's Torch and Pitchfork Emporium makes no claims regarding the effectiveness of these tools in influencing vote counts, stopping the steal, or making America great again. Any resemblance to actual farm tools is purely coincidental. In the event of a malfunction, do not attempt to repair the torch or pitchfork yourself. Doing so may result in minor injuries, major injuries, or spontaneous combustion. If your torch begins to smoke, overheat, or play non-Lil King music, discontinue use immediately and consult a professional or just throw it away. The Stop the Steal t-shirt included with your purchase is made from 100% synthetic fibers and should not be worn near open flames, including but not limited to Lil King's torches. Standing down and standing by with Lil King's Torch and Pitchfork set does not guarantee that you will be part of any historical event, gain media attention, or receive a personal shout-out from Lil King himself. Results may vary, and your experience may include, but is not limited to, standing in the rain, missing dinner, and questioning your life choices. Lil King's Torch and Pitchfork Emporium is not affiliated with any political campaign, candidate, or reality television show. All sales are final and no refunds will be issued except in cases of product defect, natural disasters, or acts of divine intervention. By purchasing our products, you agree to hold harmless Lil King, his associates, and any related parties from any and all claims, lawsuits, or public embarrassment resulting from the use of our torches and pitchforks. Order now. And remember, when it comes to standing down and standing by, do it with Lil King's Torch and Pitchfork set. Operators are standing by to take your call, but not responsible for any advice given regarding the use of our products. Thank you for choosing Lil King's Torch and Pitchfork Emporium, where we light up your life one torch at a time. Woo! There you have it, folks. Order now and remember to use responsibly.
Hello, America. It's me, your favorite Lil King, the best king. Believe me, there has never been a better ruler over you peasants and brokies than me.
You know, I have to say, seeing him go deeper and deeper to the gutter.
Fake news.
It's not easy to tick me off.
Wrong.
I don't get angry often. But you mess with my wife, you mess with my kids, that'll do it every time. Donald, you're a sniveling coward, and leave Heidi the hell alone.
Well, I want to talk to the Trump supporters for a minute. I don't know who you are, and I don't know why you like this guy. I think what you like about him, he appears to be strong when the rest of us are weak. He's a very successful businessman, and he's going to make everything great. He's going to take all the problems of the world and put them in a box and make your life better. That's what he's selling. Here's what you're buying. He's a race-baiting, xenophobic, religious bigot.
But I was like, people aren't going to believe
Fake news.
They're not going to believe that. Mistake. But guess what? You've got no excuse now. He was there for 4 years, 2 of them with the Republican Congress. He got a quarter of the wall built, and Mexico hasn't given us our first peso. We paid for all of it, and only for a quarter of it.
Wrong.
Joe Biden never beat anybody outside the state of Delaware in 45 years, except for one guy, Donald J. Trump.
Welcome back to Fear Factor 2.0 on WBS Channel 13 Black September Television with your host, Joe Rogan.
Hey, that's me. Welcome to Fear Factor 2.0. I'm your host, Joe Rogan, and tonight we have a very special episode for you. Our contestants are none other than former President wannabe dictator Donald Trump and President Sleepy Joe Biden. Okay, Trump, here we go. You can choose one of the following. Speak one complete sentence without lying, or eat this bowl full of roaches.
Yeah, oh hell, just give me the roaches.
Okay, President Biden, here we go. You also have two choices. Stay awake for 5 minutes or... Well, folks, there you have it, I guess. Tune in next week for another episode. Oh, and make sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Good night, everyone.
Obadiah, Obadiah, Obadiah. That's the jokes, folks.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Klepper's Corner, where we dig into the wild world of politics and occasionally wonder if we're living in a satirical movie. Tonight, we're addressing a very intriguing phenomenon. Members of the black community who support Donald Trump. Roll the first clip. Now, everyone's entitled to their political beliefs, but let's take a closer look at some of the highlights from the Trump era and see if we can understand how they might align with the interests of black Americans.
April. Mr. President, will you apologize to Central Park 5? They've been exonerated. There have been videos and movies shown about the case, and you came out with a full-page ad saying that they should die, that they should have the death penalty.
Why do you bring that question up now? It's an interesting time to bring it up. You have people on both sides of that. They admitted their guilt. If you look at Linda Fairstein and if you look at some of the prosecutors, they think that the city should never have settled that case. So we'll leave it at that.
Here we have a classic, demanding the execution of innocent black men, because nothing says fair and just like ignoring evidence and doubling down on wrongful accusations, right?
You're putting what you're calling the alt-left and white supremacists on the same moral plane.
I'm not putting anybody on a moral plane. What I'm saying is this. You had a group on one side and you had a group on the other, and they came at each other with clubs, and it was vicious, and it was horrible, and it was a horrible thing to watch. But there is another side. There was a group on this side, you can call them the left, or you've just called them the left, that came violently attacking the other group. So you can say what you want, but that's the way it is.
On both sides, sir? You said there was hatred, there was violence on both sides.
Well, I do think there's blame, yes. I think there's blame on both sides. You look at both sides. I think there's blame on both sides, and I have no doubt about it, and you don't have any doubt about it either. And if you reported it accurately, you would say.
Neo-Nazis started this. They showed up in Charlottesville. They showed up in Charlottesville to protest.
Excuse me. They didn't put themselves down as neo, and you had some very bad people in that group. But you also had people that were very fine people on both sides. You had people in that group. Excuse me. I saw the same pictures as you did. You had people in that group that were there to protest the taking down of, to them, a very, very important statue and the renaming of a park from Robert E. Lee to another name.
Robert E. Lee are not the same.
Well, no, George Washington was a slave owner. Was George Washington a slave owner? So will George Washington now lose his status? Are we going to take down, are we going to take down statues to George Washington? How about Thomas Jefferson? What do you think of Thomas Jefferson? You like him? Okay, good. Are we going to take down the statue? Because he was a major slave owner. Now, we're going to take down his statue. So you know what? It's fine. You're changing history. You're changing culture. And you had people, and I'm not talking about the neo-Nazis and the white nationalists, because they should be condemned totally. But you had many people in that group other than neo-Nazis and white nationalists, okay? And the press has treated them absolutely unfairly. Now, in the other group also, you had some fine people, but you also had troublemakers, and you see them come with the black outfits and with the helmets and with the baseball bats. You had a lot of bad people in the other group too.
Treated unfairly, sir. I'm sorry, I just didn't understand what you were saying. You were saying the press has treated white nationalists unfairly?
No,
I just didn't understand what you were saying.
No. There were people in that rally, and I looked the night before. If you look, there were people protesting very quietly the taking down of the statue of Robert E. Lee. I'm sure in that group there were some bad ones. The following day, it looked like they had some rough, bad people, neo-Nazis, white nationalists, whatever you want to call them. But you had a lot of people in that group that were there to innocently protest and very legally protest because, you know, I don't know if you know, they had a permit. The other group didn't have a permit. So I only tell you this. There are two sides to a story. I thought what took place was a horrible moment for our country, a horrible moment. But there are two sides to the country. Does anybody have...
Very fine people on both sides, huh? Can you imagine if Obama had said that? The uproar would have been deafening. But here we are, and some still say, yeah, this is my guy. And let's not forget his housing discrimination lawsuit from the 70s or the time he told 4 congresswomen of color to go back to where they came from. Truly presidential behavior. Now let's talk about something more recent. How many of you caught Trump's interview with the National Association of Black Journalists in Chicago? Oh boy, if you missed it, you're in for a treat. Roll the clip.
Mr. President, we so appreciate you giving us an hour of your time. I want to start by addressing the elephant in the room, sir. A lot of people did not think it was appropriate for you to be here today. You have pushed false claims about some of your rivals, from Nikki Haley to former President Barack Obama, saying that they were not born in the United States, which is not true. You have told 4 congresswomen of color who were American citizens to go back to where they came from. You have used words like animal and rabid to describe black district attorneys. You've attacked black journalists, calling them a loser, saying the questions that they ask are, quote, stupid and racist. You've had dinner with a white supremacist at your Mar-a-Lago resort. So my question, sir, now that you are asking black supporters to vote for you, why should black voters trust you after you have used language like that?
Well, first of all, I don't think I've ever been asked a question in such a horrible manner. First question. You don't even say, hello, how are you? Are you with ABC? Because I think they're a fake news network, a terrible network. And I think it's disgraceful that I came here in good spirit. I love the black population of this country. I've done so much for the black population of this country, including employment, including opportunity zones with Senator Tim Scott of South Carolina, which is one of the greatest programs ever for black workers and black entrepreneurs. I've done so much, and and I say this, historically black colleges and universities were out of money, they were stone cold broke, and I saved them, and I gave them long-term financing, and nobody else was doing it. I think it's a very rude introduction. I don't know exactly why you would do something like that, and let me go a step further. I was invited here, and I was told my opponent, whether it was Biden or Kamala, I was told my opponent was going to be here. It turned out my opponent isn't here. You invited me under false pretense. And then you said, you can't do it with Zoom. Well, where's Zoom? She's going to do it with Zoom, and she's not coming. And then you were half an hour late. Just so we understand, I have too much respect for you to be late. They couldn't get their equipment working or something was wrong.
Mr. President, I would love if you can answer the question on your rhetoric and why you believe that black voters should trust you with another 4 years.
I have been the best president for the black population since Abraham Lincoln. That's my answer.
Better than President Johnson, who signed the Voting Rights Act?
And for you to start off a question and answer period, especially when you're 35 minutes late because you couldn't get your equipment to work, in such a hostile manner, I think it's a disgrace.
Let me just ask a follow-up, sir, and then we'll move on to other questions here. Some of your own supporters, including Republicans on Capitol Hill, have labeled Vice President Kamala Harris, who is the first black and Asian American woman to serve as vice president and be on a major party ticket, as a DEI hire. Is that acceptable language to you? And will you tell those Republicans and those supporters to stop it?
How do you define DEI? Go ahead. How do you define
diversity, equity, inclusion?
Okay, yeah, go ahead. Is that what your definition?
That is
give me a
literally
definition
the words
then. Would you give me a definition
DEI.
of that? Give me a definition.
Sir, I'm asking you a question, a very direct question.
Define it for me if you would.
I just defined it, sir. Do you believe that Vice President Kamala Harris is only on the ticket because she is a black woman?
Well, I can say no. I think it's maybe a little bit different. So I've known her a long time indirectly, not directly very much, and she was always of Indian heritage, and she was only promoting Indian heritage. I didn't know she was black until a number of years ago when she happened to turn black, and now she wants to be known as black. So I don't know, is she Indian or is she black?
She has always identified as a black woman. She went to a historically black college.
I respect either one, but she obviously doesn't, because she was Indian all the way, and then all of a sudden she made a turn, and she became a black person.
Just to be clear, sir, do you believe that she is...
I think somebody should look into that, too, when you continue in a very hostile, nasty tone.
Yikes. That went about as well as a flat balloon. Seriously, can you imagine trying to win over black voters by being condescending and defensive in front of a room full of black journalists? That's like trying to sell ice to an Eskimo by setting it on fire. So to my black friends who support Trump, I'm genuinely curious. How do you reconcile these actions with your values and experiences? Is there a particular policy that makes all this okay? Because if there is, I'd love to hear it. All right, so to my black Trump supporters, help me out here. How do you justify this? Because from where I'm standing, it looks a lot like trying to fit a square peg into a round hole. Until next time, keep questioning, keep thinking, and remember, your vote is your voice. Make sure it speaks for you. Seriously, anyone got a good explanation? I'm all ears.
Good evening, everyone. Tonight we have a very special guest. Please welcome the President of the United States, Joe Biden. Mr. President, thank you for joining us.
Well, it's great to be here, Anderson. You know, back in my day, we didn't have these fancy cameras and all this technology. We had, what do you call it, the radio. That's right. I used to listen to FDR on the radio with my grandpappy.
That's quite a memory, sir. Now let's talk about the current economic situation. Can you explain your administration's plan to combat inflation?
Inflation, yes, inflation. You know, my dad used to say, Joey, inflation is like a balloon. If you blow too hard, it'll pop. And speaking of balloons, did I ever tell you about the time I accidentally let go of a balloon at the county fair? It floated right up into the sky. Never saw it again. Sad day. Very sad.
Right. Moving on. What are your thoughts on the current state of foreign relations, particularly with China?
China. You know, I once met a guy named Charlie Chan. Great guy. We had a chat about chopsticks and how tricky they can be. Have you ever tried eating spaghetti with chopsticks, Anderson? It's a real challenge. I tell you, it's like trying to catch a chicken with a fishing net.
Interesting analogy, Mr. President. Let's switch to climate change. What initiatives are you putting in place to address this global issue?
Climate change. Yeah, it's like when you're out fishing and the weather suddenly changes. 1 minute it's sunny, next thing you know, you're in the middle of a thunderstorm. Reminds me of a time in Scranton when my buddy and I got caught in the rain with only a newspaper to cover us. Ended up looking like a couple of wet dogs. And speaking of dogs, did you know Major loves to chase his tail?
Sir, if you could please take a seat. We still have a few more questions.
Lights are too bright, like the ones in my uncle's garage. He had this old Buick, beautiful car. But one day it just stopped working. We tried everything, even called my cousin Vinny. You know Vinny, right? Great guy, could fix anything with a hammer and duct tape.
Mr. President, please, we need to finish the interview.
Finish, yes. You know, when I was a kid, we never finished our ice cream cones. Always had to save some for later. But you can't save everything, Anderson. Some things you just gotta let go. Ice cream man, wait. I'm coming.
Well, folks, that was President Joe Biden. Stay tuned for more coherent conversations after the break.
Hey, Jack, could I get a chocolate chip cone? Hey, wait a minute, don't I know you?
I get that a lot. Here you go.
Thanks, Jack.
What an nincompoop. Hey. Enjoy your chocolatey X-Lax ice cream, moron. This is way too easy.
Howdy, America. J.D. Vance here, your friendly neighborhood author and now vice presidential pick by the one and only Donald J. Trump. You see, running a campaign ain't easy. It takes hard work, dedication, and a lot of crap. Well, caffeine and snacks, and that's where you come in. We need your help to keep this campaign fueled. With every dollar you donate, you're not just supporting a brighter future for America, you're also keeping my fridge stocked with crap like Diet Mountain Dew and Slim Jim. You might be asking yourself, JD, why Diet Mountain Dew? Well, folks, it's because it's the only thing that keeps me going during those long hours on the campaign trail. And the Slim Jims, they're the perfect snack for a hard-working VP candidate like myself. With your generous donation of just $5, you can supply me with a refreshing can of Diet Mountain Dew. For $10, you can throw in a couple of Slim Jims. And for $50, you'll be sponsoring a whole day's worth of energy and deliciousness. So please click the link below and donate today. Together we can make America great again. One Diet Mountain Dew and Slim Jim at a time. Thank you, America, and God bless. Oh, and by the way, I love cats. I have no problem with cats, just women. And as a side note, that dolphin at the Cincinnati Zoo is a damn liar. Hello, America. J.D. Vance here, your favorite Senator Donald Trump's VP pick and best-selling author. Today, I'm here to address some rumors that have been floating around about me. Yes, I'm talking about the infamous J.D. Vance humps couches rumor. Look, I want to set the record straight. I repeat, do not have an obsession with couches. Sure, I appreciate a good couch like anyone else, but this whole thing has gotten way out of hand. It's gotten so bad that I've been banned from furniture stores across the country. I just wanted to buy a new recliner for my office, and now I'm on the no-buy list. It's a travesty, folks. Now let me tell you what I do love. Diet Mountain Dew, Nectar of the Gods, and fried bologna sandwiches. There's nothing better than a good old-fashioned fried bologna sandwich to make your day. But living room furniture, that's just a rumor. Remember, folks, a Diet Mountain Dew in one hand and a fried bologna sandwich in the other. That's the J.D. Vance way. So, America, I'm begging you, let's put this couch rumor to rest. I love my snacks, not my sofas. And to all the furniture stores out there, please unban me. I promise I won't sit on every couch in the store. Just a few. Seriously though, can someone get me a new sofa? My old one is all sticky and gross and falling apart.
Sitting on my couch with my JD grin, got a story to tell, let the laughter begin. From the hills of Ohio to the Senate floor, you won't believe what happened just before. Oh, JD's couch confession, what a tale to tell, of dreams and schemes and things that didn't go so well. Grab your popcorn, folks, it's quite a show. JD's couch confession, let the laughter flow. I was on Twitter last night and I come across some posts that I could not believe the up folks. They said I wrote, I have been making sweet love to my hide of bed. I swear I have not, or may God strike me dead. Oh, oh hell.
My fellow Americans, I stand before you today with an unexpected honor, or should I say, a strategic maneuver. You see, I've been chosen by Donald Trump to be his vice president. Yeah, I know, I didn't see it coming either. But hey, 2024 is full of surprises, right? Now, some of you might be wondering, why me? Well, the Supreme Court has handed down rulings that, let's just say, mean Mr. Trump doesn't really need the presidency as his get-out-of-jail-free card anymore. So what's a former president to do? Well, why not pick a VP who's guaranteed to tank the campaign? That's where I come in. Folks, I have one job, to be so offensive, so off-putting, that you won't even consider voting for us. Challenge accepted. Let's see what I've got here. Ah yes, my Offend America checklist. 1. Alienate the coast. Sorry, New York and California, but it's time you learn to appreciate the Midwest's culinary masterpiece, the mayonnaise and fried bologna sandwich. 2. Disparage technology. Silicon Valley, prepare for a scathing critique on why rotary phones should make a comeback. Tech bros, you're on notice. 3. Disrespect historical landmarks. Washington Monument, overrated. I've seen better obelisks in Ohio. 4. Mock beloved traditions. Thanksgiving, more like thanks for nothing given. Pumpkin pie, just mashed orange nonsense. But wait, there's more. I plan to mix up geography in my speeches. I'll declare that Mount Rushmore's in Florida and the Grand Canyon, that's totally in Texas, right? And let's not forget my pièce de résistance, the fashion statements. I'll be touring the country in the finest 1970s polyester suits, and I'll only address the nation from inflatable bouncy castles. Why? Because nothing says serious politician like neon green flares and a bounce house. So buckle up, America. With me on the ticket, you're in for a wild ride. And remember, a vote for Trump-Vance 2024 is a vote for, well, let's be honest, it's probably not happening. What's that? Oh, I'm being told to wrap it up. So in conclusion, I'm JD Vance and I approve this chaos. Thank you and God help us all. I have to go post my internet history.
Good evening, America. Tonight we have an exclusive interview with President Joe Biden. Mr. President, can you hear me? Mr. President?
Oh, yes, Anderson. What were you saying?
Let's start with the state of the economy. What are your plans to address inflation?
Hey, Elon. We've got a situation. Joe's dozing off on live TV. Can you do something?
I've got just the thing. I'll switch his coffee to Hyper Java, the world's strongest coffee. This will wake him right up.
A few moments later.
Mr. President, what are your plans to address climate change?
Anderson, let me tell you about the time I went to a climate summit in 78. We had these amazing bagels, and the guy next to me was talking about the polar bears.
Mr. President, about climate change?
Right. So the polar bears, they were dancing. Did I ever tell you about my uncle who built a windmill in his backyard?
Mr. President, back to the economy, please.
And then there was this time I met an alien. No, wait, it was a really tall Canadian. Anyway, we need more bike lanes. That's the key.
Mr. President, back to the economy, please.
Oh, the economy. You know, Corn Pop was a bad dude, but he knew his way around $1.
Well, folks, there you have it. An exclusive interview with President Joe Biden.
Hyper Java. It works every time.
Thanks for tuning in. Stay caffeinated, America.
Hi, I'm Alex Jones. Will you be an angel for a helpless frog? Every day, innocent frogs are chemically abused, and they're crying out for help. Please call the number on your screen and join the InfoWars Frog Protection Agency with a monthly gift. Right now for just $18 a month. No more government lies. You're rescued, my dear frogs, in this crazy parade. In the arms of an Alex, your colors won't fade. From the deep, dark shadows where the truth is unclear, I'll fight off the toxins. So have no fear. No more mind control madness. No clandestine plot. In the arms of an Alex, you'll be safe, like it or not. So lie down in the freedom. Oh, just close your eyes. You're safe from conspiracies. No more government lies. You're rescued, my dear frogs, in this crazy parade. In the arms of an Alex, your colors won't fade. The rivers may flow with secrets untold, but the truth, my dear frogs, will make you bold. From the broadcast towers to the hidden... Only 60 cents a day. You'll help rescue frogs from their abusers and provide medical care, food, shelter, and love. Call or join online in the next 30 minutes, and you'll receive this welcome kit with a photo of a frog in some pond right now. One who's been given a second chance thanks to you. Your colors won't fade. In the arms of an Alex, you're finally free from the shadows of doubt and the tyranny. So swim in the waters, pure and divine. In the arms of an Alex, you'll always be fine. Right now, there's a frog who needs you. Your call says I'm here to help. Please call right now.
Disclaimer. This video is for entertainment purposes only. No actual frogs were consulted or harmed during the making of this video. All references to turning frogs gay are based on satirical interpretations of Alex Jones' infamous rants and do not reflect any scientific consensus. Please do not send money to Alex Jones or anyone claiming to prevent frog transformations of any kind. Remember, frogs just want to live their best amphibian lives, free from human-induced drama. Thank you for watching, and may your streams stay chemical-free and your frogs happy.
In a world of chaos where politics get wild, there's a feline resistance, every cat and kitten style. Balls up, claws out, we're taking a stance against Donald Trump and that shady Vance. Cats and kittens unite, we're ready for the fight against Trump and Vance. We'll claw all night, whiskers twitching, tails in the air. These fat cats in power better beware. From the alleyways to the living room throne, every kitty's got a mission, won't leave it alone. Chasing down lies, purring the truth, we're the feline army, bringing the proof. Cats and kittens unite, we're ready for the fight against Trump and Vance. We'll claw all night, whiskers twitching, tails in the air. These fat cats in power better beware. Hairballs for Trump and a hiss for fans. We'll scratch up their plans, won't give them a chance. 9 lives strong, we'll never back down. Feel our force rising, taking back the town. From tabbies to tuxedos, Siamese and Maine Coons, we're howling at the moon, singing rebellious tunes. Catnip dreams and freedom schemes, paws to the ground, we're crushing their dreams. Cats and kittens unite, we're ready for the fight against Trump and Vance. We'll claw all night, whiskers twitching, tails in the air. These fat cats in power better beware. Every cat in the nation, from the big to the small, we're climbing up the walls, we're scratching at them all. From the city streets to the country lanes, we're taking back our power, driving them insane. So here's to the felines, fighting the fight against Trump and Vance. We'll scratch all night, paws up, claws out, let's make it clear. The cats are in charge, so you better steer clear.
Curveballs for Trump and a hiss for Vance. We'll scratch up their plans, won't give them a chance. 9 lives strong, we'll never back down. Feline force rising, taking back the town.
Hey guys, JD Vance here in Radford, Virginia. I thought I'd take you behind the scenes a little bit. When you get to an event, they've got a ton of crap for you to drink and eat. You got 3 bottles of Diet Mountain Dew.
It is the weirdest thing to me. Democrats say that it is racist to believe, well, they say it's racist to do anything. I had a Diet Mountain Dew yesterday and one today. I'm sure they're going to call that racist too, but it's good. I love you guys. But
Snickers, a bag of chips. If I ate even half this stuff, of course, I'd balloon up like crazy.
JD Vance is not allowed within 20 meters of a couch. He has been banned from all furniture stores. If you see JD Vance within 20 meters of a couch, please call 911.
Never has a VP candidate been so strange. They're like looking through a couch for some loose change. Then came in JD, that's his name. Making love to couches, that's his game. JD loves dolphins more than anything. JD loves them dolphins more than his offspring. If America's full of childless cat ladies, then JD seeing dolphins makes them go crazy. JD's taste is quite bizarre. He's an aquatic aficionado. He's the couch commissar. It's quite clear he's gone too far. JD Vance lowered that bar. JD loves dolphins more than anything. JD loves them dolphins more than his offspring. If America's full of childless cat ladies, then JD seeing dolphins makes him go crazy. Look, dolphins are great and couches are comfy. When JD sees those, the man gets humpy. JD loves dolphins more than anything. JD loves dolphins. JD loves them dolphins more than his offspring. JD loves dolphins. If America's full of childless cat ladies, then JD seeing dolphins makes him go crazy. He's banned from IKEA. They said see ya, can't go to SeaWorld. JD got hurled. So hide your sofas and all your sea swine, 'cause when JD sees one, Vance will be alive.
Good evening, America. We come to you live with a breaking news report. Welcome to the program once again, Donald Trump.
I heard it from a trusted source that they're getting Biden all jacked up on Mountain Dew ahead of the debate with me. Just like the last election, they are rigging the debate. I have picture proof. Also, look at these.
There you have it, folks. Biden's team is at it again. How will this rigged debate go? We will cover it next episode. Remember, like, share, and comment for more. Good night.
That's the jokes, folks.
Good evening, folks. Welcome to Klepper's Corner, where we dive into the wacky, wild world of politics. Tonight, we're addressing a rather interesting phenomenon. We're talking about Christians who support Donald Trump. Now, to be clear, everyone's entitled to their political beliefs. But let's take a closer look at some of the, shall we say, highlights of the Trump era and see if we can reconcile them with Christian values. Roll the first clip.
I don't know what I said. I don't remember. He's going like, I don't remember. Oh, baby.
Ah, yes. There's nothing quite as Christ-like as mocking the afflicted, right? Christians, what would Jesus do? Pretty sure he wouldn't be doing that. Next clip.
A magnet. Just I don't even know. And when you're a star, they let you do it. You can do anything.
Whatever you want.
Grab them by the pussy.
Now, I'm no biblical scholar, but I'm fairly certain there's a commandment or two about respecting others. Or maybe I'm thinking of the part where Jesus said, "Thou shalt boast about thy sins on tape." Let's keep it rolling.
But have you ever asked God for forgiveness?
I'm not sure I have. I just go and try and do a better job from there. I don't think so.
Never asked for forgiveness, really? Jesus' whole deal was about forgiveness. If you're not into that, I think you're in the wrong religion, my friend. Now let's dive deeper. For the Christians out there, how do you square this? Is there a passage in the Bible about ignoring humility, compassion, and honesty? Because if so, I must have missed that Sunday school lesson. And before you say, "But he's against abortion," sure, let's give credit where credit is due. But is one stance enough to overlook everything else? I mean, Jesus also said to love thy neighbor, feed the hungry, and welcome the stranger. But hey, let's check out one more clip just for fun.
Prompted the president to question, why are we having all these people from shithole countries come here?
Wow, such Christ-like love and respect for our global neighbors. Nothing says love thy neighbor quite like blatant racism. So to my Christian friends supporting Trump, help me out here. I'm genuinely curious. How do you reconcile these actions with the teachings of Jesus? Because if your answer is, we're all sinners, well, congratulations. You've just justified everyone and anyone for everything, ever. Until next time, keep questioning, keep thinking, and remember, WWJD, definitely not that. Good night, everyone.
From the makers of Butt Hurt Butt Paste, we bring you the ultimate solution to all your MAGA-induced discomfort. Introducing MAGA Tears.
And again, Christians, get out and vote just this time. You won't have to do it anymore. 4 more years, you know what? It'll be fixed, it'll be fine. You won't have to vote anymore, my beautiful Christians. I love you, Christians. I'm a Christian. I love you. Get out. You gotta get out and vote.
Oh my, another unhinged Trump rally. Looks like you could use some MAGA tears.
Do you often find yourself dealing with the aches and pains brought on by the incessant whining of Trump supporters? Does the constant barrage of conspiracy theories and fake news claims leave you feeling, well, a little butthurt? MAGA Tears is especially formulated to soothe the symptoms of political fatigue, frustration, and general butthurt caused by excessive exposure to Trump rallies, social media rants, and endless cries of stop the steal.
Hi, I'm Kamala Harris, and I know a thing or two about dealing with persistent irritants. When life gives you MAGA supporters, make MAGA Tears.
Whether you're a Democrat, Republican, or just someone who values a good night's sleep, MAGA Tears is the perfect addition to your self-care routine.
Just a few drops of MAGA Tears, and you'll feel the tension melt away faster than you can say fake news.
Wow. See how well it works even with another news story about how weird J.D. Vance is. She is still happy. Excellent job, MAGA Tears.
Order now, and we'll throw in a free travel-sized bottle, perfect for those unexpected encounters with a MAGA enthusiast on the go.
And remember, MAGA Tears is not just for your mental well-being. It's also great for your skin. Made from 100% organic, all-natural Trump supporter tears, it's packed with nutrients and antioxidants.
MAGA Tears, because we all deserve a little peace and quiet. Available now at all major retailers.
Get your MAGA Tears today and start living a life free of butthurt.
Warning: side effects may include sudden bouts of laughter, uncontrollable joy, and an overall sense of well-being. Not recommended for use by actual MAGA supporters.
Call and order yours today. Thanks for watching. Make sure to comment, like, share, and subscribe. Support the artists you enjoyed.
What in tarnation is going on back here? Larry, you out here causing a ruckus again.
5, 6, 7, 8. Spin, kick, twirl, and pose. Yeah.
Larry, what in the Sam Hill?
Earl, what are you doing sneaking up on me like that?
I should be asking you the same question. You dancing like a squirrel on a hot tin roof.
It's for a video, Earl. You know, one of them TikTok things, trying to go viral.
TikTok? More like HickTok. What do you reckon you're gonna go viral for? Scaring folks?
Hey now, there's lots of folks making a name for themselves dancing. Figured I'd give it a whirl.
Well, I gotta say, you got the whirl part down. Whirling around like a tornado in a trailer park.
Oh, come on, Earl. You just jealous 'cause I got rhythm and you got 2 left.
2 left feet. I'll have you know, I can dance circles around you. Watch.
Told you, you're about as graceful as a bull in a china shop.
All right, maybe you got something there. But you gotta teach me them moves, Larry. Can't let you be the only star in this here town.
Deal. But you gotta promise not to laugh at me.
Cross my heart and hope to die. Now show me that spin kick twirl thing.
Who knew dancing could be this much fun?
Yeah, who knew?
Goes. At the high school game, the crowd's in a cheer for the home team boys who give it all year. The cheerleaders dance and the band plays.
Let's post this video and see if we can't become the next big thing on TikTok.
Hi, folks, it's me, Barack Obama. You know, over the years, I've had the pleasure of serving you as your president. But there's one thing I never expected: the countless requests from my wonderful wife, Michelle, to run for president. I get it. Michelle is amazing. She's smart, she's compassionate, and she's got a great sense of humor. But here's the thing, Michelle is busy, really busy. Plus, she's already made her mark in so many incredible ways. So can we please give her a break? We've got a great guy in Joe Biden. He's doing his best out there. So let's give Joe our support and let Michelle enjoy some well-deserved rest and relaxation. So remember, folks, vote for Joe and let Michelle keep doing her thing. Thanks for listening. Obama out.
Hello, my fellow Americans. I am Michelle Obama, and I approve this message.
Michelle, can you take the stick and poke Joe to make sure he is still breathing?
Thanks for watching, folks. Be sure to like, share, subscribe, and vote. It is more important than ever this election.
Welcome, everyone, to the 2024 presidential debate. I will be the moderator this evening. Let's talk to our candidates, Joe Biden and Donald J. Trump.
Hey everyone, thanks for coming out here tonight. I would like to start off by saying,
Okay. Enough out of you, Grandpa. We all know they come out to see me tonight.
Hey, now come on, gentlemen. Let's try to keep it civil tonight and stick to the issues.
And Trump is already starting in Elon. Are you sure this is going to work?
Absolutely. We put it in his boxers in his dressing room. So if Joe starts getting off track tonight, one push of the red button here, and poof, he will get a jolt, and it should put him right back on track.
Well, I sure hope you are right. There is a lot riding on his performance tonight.
Okay, first question. Tensions are high all over the world right now. What do you plan to do to calm the tension? Biden, we will start with you.
Glad you asked. You know, Jack, that reminds me of a song from the 70s. I would like to teach the world to sing in perfect harmony. I would...
Are you kidding me? What the hell is he rambling about now? Listen, I Donald J. Trump.
Elon, hit that button.
Me? I thought you had the remote. Where the hell is it?
Hey man, what is this? Hell nah, man. Looks like they were trying to give old Joe the answers with this thing. Hand me that hammer.
Walk. Oh my God, all aboard.
Hey, check out Sparky over here. Sorry,
Someone call 911. Well, folks, there you have it, I guess. And the debate ends with a technical foul.
Welcome, gentlemen. The goal of today's session is to help you find common ground and learn to get along. Now, let's start by sharing one thing you appreciate about each other.
And I appreciate that Donald's hair didn't fly away in the wind on his way over.
I appreciate that Joe managed to find his way here without getting lost.
All right, let's try to focus on more constructive comments. Donald, why don't you tell Joe how his work as a public servant has impacted you?
Sure, Joe's work has impacted me. It's taught me exactly what not to do as a leader.
Oh, come on, Don. Your leadership style is like a reality TV show entertaining, but completely unrealistic.
Okay, moving on. Joe, can you share a positive experience you've had in your interactions with Donald?
Well, there was that one time. Oh, wait, no, that wasn't him. Smirks, guess I haven't had one yet.
Typical. You can't remember anything these days, Joe, not even your own positive experiences.
At least I don't need a Twitter account to feel important.
Gentlemen, please, we're here to build bridges, not burn them. Let's try a different approach. How about you both say one thing you'd like to improve about yourselves?
I'd like to improve my ability to deal with sleepy, out-of-touch politicians.
And I'd like to improve my patience with overgrown toddlers who think they're always right.
This isn't working. Let's take a deep breath and try to...
Deep breaths won't help, Doc. Joe's too busy sniffing around for his next mistake.
And Donald's too busy looking in the mirror to notice anything else.
Enough. I've had it with both of you. You're like children bickering in a sandbox. Shut up. I quit. You two can find someone else to deal with your nonsense. Good luck.
Typical. Well, is she left before you could bore her to death?
Yeah, and before you could bankrupt her with your whining.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the first presidential debate of this election cycle. I'm Jake Tapper from CNN, and tonight we have two of the most talked about candidates in recent history, former President Donald Trump and President Joe Biden. Mr. Trump, are you in a wheelchair? Okay.
Of course, Jake, these debates are exhausting. Plus, my knees aren't what they used to be. Believe me, they were the best knees. Everybody said so.
Okay. Mr. Biden, are you knitting?
Yep, Jake. Helps me focus, and it's good for the arthritis.
All right, let's get started. Mr. Trump, what are your plans for health care?
Before we talk health care, Jake, I want to address a serious issue. Joe Biden stole my applesauce at the nursing home. Every day, my applesauce disappears, and I know it's him.
That's a lie, Donnie. You took the TV remote and switched it to that ridiculous reality show you like. I couldn't watch my Matlock.
Gentlemen, this is supposed to be a presidential debate, not a nursing home argument.
I demand justice for my applesauce, the best applesauce, and everyone says so.
And I demand control of the TV remote. I've missed 3 episodes of Matlock because of you.
Okay. Can we please focus on the debate topics? Mr. Trump, what is your plan for Social Security?
My plan is to make sure no one steals your applesauce. It's a big issue, Jake. Huge.
Typical Trump, always making it about himself. What about my Matlock? We need to ensure every senior has access to their TV shows without interruptions from certain individuals.
Jake, he also hides my dentures. I had to gum my way through breakfast.
Yeah, well, you put prunes in my Jell-O.
All right, that's it. This debate is over. Clearly, we have more pressing issues to deal with.
Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more political hilarity.
Tired of seeing Trump's face only on American flags?
It's great, but I need more.
Well, now you can take Trump's branding to divine heights. Introducing the Trump Blasphemy Bible, now featuring Trump's face.
I feel so holy.
It's like a miracle.
Praise be to me. That's right. Send me your offering, suckers. Oh crap, I mean my people.
For just $69.99, you can own your very own ticket to the highway to hell, the Trump Good Book.
Look, everyone, it's Trump and the flag on the Bible.
Wow, now that's divine. Now I can pray with style.
This is the best gift ever.
Whether you're at church, in a book club, or just showing off at the local cafe, your Trump Blasphemy Bible will be the talk of the town. Order now at www.trumpsholyface.com or call 1-800-BIBLE-FACE and elevate your spiritual game for only $69.99. Shipping and handling not included. Limited time offer. Not responsible for any unintended blasphemy or sacrilegious implications. Terms and conditions apply.
Joe, please, let me be clear. You have to stop pacing and concentrate. You need to practice for the debate.
Obama, I'm trying. I just can't believe that orange monster is still in politics. Or for that matter, not in jail.
Hey, Joe, are you expecting someone?
Hey, losers, did I miss the memo on the meeting?
Hey, Trump, check it out. It's the Pound Puppies.
Oh, whoa. What the hell is that thing?
Trump, I would be careful if I was you. He has a history of.
Who's a stupid dog? Yeah, you. Yes, you are.
Oh, no, Donald, stop, please. Oh, no, don't do that. He.
Oh, my God, Joe, seriously.
Oh, whatever, like I'm scared of this flea bag. Oh, my God, stop this thing. Kanye, make the call. You know who to call. Help me.
Christy, Trump needs your help. Commander is tearing him to shreds. Come quick.
I'm on my way.
What seems to be your major malfunction, hippie? Get me down.
You have been running around grifting Christians for far too long, Donald. I have had it. You claim to be the chosen one, right? So let's test that out. If you can come back in 3 days, I will let you be.
What are you squawking about John Lennon? Who sent you? Obama or Roseanne Barr?
Donald, you have destroyed everything you have ever touched in your entire life. I will not stand down and stand by and watch you finish destroying my church. If I let you down, you need to come clean to everyone.
Are you crazy? I'm not sorry for anything I have done in my entire life, and I sure am not going to now. You, on the other hand, may want to get me down and start running.
And why exactly would I do that?
Look behind you, hippie, here come my followers.
Crap. Again? You have got to be kidding me.
Enough. My children, please stop telling everyone that I am using Donald Trump. Donald Trump is using you.
Hi, I'm Mike Lindell, founder of MyPillow. You know me for bringing you the best night's sleep in the whole wide world, but now I'm here to solve another problem. Do you find yourself upset because a former president no longer accepts your phone calls, emails, or texts? Are you still butthurt because your favorite candidate didn't win the election? Well, I've got just the thing for you, the My Hemorrhoid Pillow.
I used to spend hours a day on my phone trying to get in touch with you-know-who, but my calls went unanswered. The disappointment was a real pain in the butt, literally. Then I found the My Hemorrhoid Pillow, and now I'm sitting pretty.
Are you tired of that burning sensation every time you sit down to watch election coverage? Do you feel like your backside is screaming, "Stop the steal"? Well, our patented My Hemorrhoid Pillow is here to cushion your fall from grace and give you the comfort you deserve.
As a medical professional, I can tell you that the My Hemorrhoid Pillow offers unparalleled support. Its unique design alleviates pressure, so whether you're watching endless political commentary or drafting yet another email to your favorite ex-president, you can do it all without the pain.
I was feeling the blues after I lost, but this pillow turned my orange jumpsuit blues into a comfy experience. If only I had this kind of support during the campaign.
I used to feel so sore after every interview. Now with the My Hemorrhoid Pillow, I can sit through all my recount videos without any discomfort.
Don't let the election leave you in pain. Order the My Hemorrhoid Pillow today and get the comfort you need to deal with any political fallout. Call now and you'll get a second My Hemorrhoid Pillow free. Just pay separate shipping and handling. Remember, when it comes to sitting through your toughest times, My Hemorrhoid Pillow has got your back and your backside.
Call 1-800-BUT-HURT now. That's 1-800-BUTHURT. Order today.
Hello, America. I'm Rudy Giuliani, and I've got something amazing for you today. Have you ever been in a high-stress situation and your hair dye starts running down your face? Well, worry no more. Introducing Rudy's hair dye, the only hair dye that can handle the heat. Folks, we've all been there, whether you're defending democracy, fighting off fake news, or just trying to look your best on camera. Sometimes things get a little hot. But with Rudy's hair dye, you'll stay cool, calm, and collected.
I used to worry about my hair dye running during important meetings and surprise press conferences, but now with Rudy's hair dye, I can face any camera with confidence.
Our revolutionary formula is designed to withstand the toughest conditions. Sweat? No problem. Stress? Bring it on. Hot lights of a press conference? Piece of cake? Let me show you how it works.
We've tested Rudy's hair dye under the most intense scenarios. From heated debates to marathon legal battles, this dye doesn't budge. It's sweat-proof, stress-proof, and scandal-proof.
I was giving a 3-hour deposition and not a single drop of dye ran down my face. Thanks, Rudy's hair dye.
Whether I'm on TV or dodging questions, my hair stays perfect with Rudy's hair dye. Hey, you guys know I don't use this crap, right?
Hey, it's Joe Rogan here. You know, I've had some pretty intense conversations on my podcast, but the last thing I need is my hair dye running down my face. With Rudy's hair dye, I can grill my guests without worrying about my hair. It's a game changer.
Let the heat get to you. Order Rudy's hair dye today and face any situation with confidence. Call now and you'll get a second bottle free. Just pay separate shipping and handling. Remember, when it comes to keeping your cool, Rudy's hair dye has got you covered.
Rudy's hair dye is the only hair dye trusted by high-profile figures who face intense scrutiny every day. Don't let your hair dye be the reason you lose your cool. Call 1-800-NO-DRIP-DYE now. That's 1-800-NO-DRIP-DYE. Order today and stay cool under pressure.
Good evening, everyone. Tonight we have breaking news. We are live via satellite with President Donald J. Trump. Good evening, sir. Would you tell our audience what you're doing tonight?
Good evening, Hannity, my loyal brown noser. I am out here tonight on this electric boat because the fake news media, very bad people, by the way, ran their mouths about my shark and electric boat comments from my rally. So I'm out here to prove my point.
Sir, that sounds dangerous. Are you sure you want to do that?
Trust me, Hannity, I ask my people. I have the very best people. Where would the best spot be to run into sharks? And that is where I am.
To find sharks? You mean on purpose?
Are you not listening to the words coming out of my mouth, Hannity? Yes, on purpose. How else could I prove my point?
Oh, no, sir, there is one behind you now, and he looks angry.
Uh-oh, this might have been a mistake.
Sir, do you want me to call someone?
Who exactly are you going to call, you moron, Aquaman? Oh, my God, no shark, no. Bad shark, help.
Sir, watch out. Oh, my God.
Oh, the humanity, help.
We will be right back after this commercial. Cut the feed. Sir, I will be right there.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the first presidential debate of this election cycle. I'm Jake Tapper from CNN, and tonight we have two of the most talked about candidates in recent history, former President Donald Trump and President Joe Biden. Mr. Trump, is that a megaphone?
Absolutely, Jake. Just making sure my voice is heard loud and clear. Believe me, this is the best megaphone. People are saying it's the greatest.
Mr. Biden, what on earth are you wearing?
This is my secret weapon, Jake. Mountain Dew keeps me sharp and energized. Let's do this.
Mr. Biden, this is a presidential debate, not a college frat party.
Look at Sleepy Joe, Jake. He's running on Mountain Dew. What a disgrace.
Who are you calling Sleepy Donnie? I'm wide awake and ready to roll. Let's go.
All right. Can we please focus on the issues? Mr. Trump, what are your plans for the economy?
Big plans, Jake. The biggest. We're going to make America rich again. You'll love it. Everyone will love it. Believe me.
Please, Mr. Trump, no megaphones. We have microphones for a reason.
Fine, but only because you asked so nicely.
Economic plans. I got plans, big plans. Bigger than Trump's. Faster too. Zoom, zoom.
Hey, Joe, bet you can't run a full lap around the stage in 10 seconds.
Watch me, Donnie. I'm like the Flash.
Can we please focus on the debate? This is supposed to be serious.
Look at me go.
Look at him, Jake. He's like a hyperactive kid in a candy store. This is what we're up against.
Why did I agree to this? All right, let's try to get back on track. Mr. Biden, your thoughts on health care?
Health care, yeah. Everyone gets Mountain Dew. That'll keep us all going.
Well, folks, there you have it. The first presidential debate 2024. May God help us all. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more political hilarity.
Hello, my fellow Americans. Recently, there's been some debate sparked about some new legislation being passed, which would bring the 10 Commandments to American schools. For those who are poorly educated, whom I love and support, let me educate you. Here are the true Trump-approved 10 Commandments. Commandment 1, thou shalt not have any other gods before God. He's a great guy, frankly, good as me. I'm not so sure. Commandment 2, thou shalt not make yourself an idol, or maybe ignore this one, or let's rewrite it. Next, Commandment 3, thou shalt not take the Lord's name in vain. Could we maybe add my name to this too? The press is very mean to me, worse than Lincoln. Commandment 4, remember the Sabbath day and keep it holy. And while you're at it, pass the communion. These legal bills are getting expensive. Commandment 5, honor your father and mother, even if they're a convicted felon who paid hush money to a... Well, we'll get to that. Commandment 6, thou shalt not murder. Unless if an election was, quote, end quote, rigged, then like, maybe it's okay. Maybe not just stand back and stand by. Commandment 7, thou shalt not commit adultery. Oops, anyone have an eraser or some whiteout? I might have broken this one a couple times. Commandment 8, thou shalt not steal, just like I steal your money. Collect your donations. Go buy some more hats or my crappy NFTs. Commandment 9, thou shalt not testify or bear false witness against your neighbor. 30,000 lies I told during my term. Can you believe that? I'm more honest than Lincoln. Commandment 10, thou shalt not covet. The hell does that mean? Oh? Okay, well, yeah, don't do it. Instead of keeping your possessions, give them to me. That's it. You're welcome, you suckers and losers. Just don't ask me my favorite Bible verse. I might freeze up on you like Mitch McConnell. I can sense his presence. I think he is giving me a gift from above.
Hello, America. I'm Rudy Giuliani, and I've got something amazing for you today. Have you ever been in a high-stress situation and your hair dye starts running down your face? Well, worry no more. Introducing Rudy's hair dye, the only hair dye that can handle the heat. Folks, we've all been there, whether you're defending democracy, fighting off fake news, or just trying to look your best on camera. Sometimes things get a little hot. But with Rudy's hair dye, you'll stay cool, calm, and collected.
I used to worry about my hair dye running during important meetings and surprise press conferences, but now with Rudy's hair dye, I can face any camera with confidence.
Our revolutionary formula is designed to withstand the toughest conditions. Sweat, no problem. Stress, bring it on. Hot lights of a press conference, piece of cake. Let me show you how it works.
We've tested Rudy's hair dye under the most intense scenarios. From heated debates to marathon legal battles, this dye doesn't budge. It's sweat-proof, stress-proof, and scandal-proof.
I was giving a 3-hour deposition and not a single drop of dye ran down my face. Thanks, Rudy's hair dye.
Whether I'm on TV or dodging questions, my hair stays perfect with Rudy's hair dye. Hey, you guys know I don't use this crap, right?
Hey, it's Joe Rogan here. You know, I've had some pretty intense conversations on my podcast, but the last thing I need is my hair dye running down my face. With Rudy's hair dye, I can grill my guests without worrying about my hair. It's a game changer.
Don't let the heat get to you. Order Rudy's hair dye today and face any situation with confidence. Call now and you'll get a second bottle free. Just pay separate shipping and handling. Remember, when it comes to keeping your cool, Rudy's hair dye has got you covered.
Rudy's hair dye is the only hair dye trusted by high-profile figures who face intense scrutiny every day. Don't let your hair dye be the reason you lose your cool. Call 1-800-NO-DRIP-DYE now. That's 1-800-NO-DRIP-DYE. Order today and stay cool under pressure.
In a world of chaos where politics get wild, there's a feline resistance, every cat and kitten style. Balls up, claws out, we're taking a stance against Donald Trump and that shady Vance. Cats and kittens unite, we're ready for the fight. Against Trump and Vance, we'll claw all night. Whiskers twitching, tails in the air. These fat cats in power better beware. From the alleyways to the living room throne, every kitty's got a mission, won't leave it alone. Chasing down lies, purring the truth, we're the feline army, bringing the proof. Cats and kittens unite, we're ready for the fight. Against Trump and Vance, we'll claw all night. Whiskers twitching, tails in the air. These fat cats in power better beware. Hairballs for Trump and a hiss for Vance. We'll scratch up their plans, won't give them a chance. 9 lives strong, we'll never back down. Feel our force rising, taking back the town. From tabbies to tuxedos, Siamese and Maine Coons, we're howling at the moon, singing rebellious tunes. Catnip dreams and freedom schemes, paws to the ground, we're crushing their dreams. Cats and kittens unite, we're ready for the fight. Against Trump and Vance, we'll claw all night. Whiskers twitching, tails in the air. These fat cats in power better beware. Every cat dividing the nation from the big to the small. We're climbing up the walls, we're scratching at them all. From the city streets to the country lanes, we're taking back our power, driving them insane. So here's to the felines fighting the fight against Trump and Vance. We'll scratch all night, paws up, claws out, let's make it clear. The cats are in charge, so you better steer clear.
Time to get Trump from Teddy Bear. Time to get Trump from Teddy Bear. The curveballs for Trump and a hiss for Vance. We'll scratch up their plans, won't give them a chance. 9 lives strong, we'll never back down. Feline force rising, taking back the town.
June. He said you gotta flush the toilet, not once, not twice, but 8, 9, 10 times. That's his advice. Flush it 8, 9, 10 times. That's the Trumpy way. Flush it 8, 9, 10 times. He says it every day. Why waste the water? Oh, it's such a crime. But here we go again. Flush it 8, 9, 10 times. He stood at the podium with a serious face, talking about the toilets all over the place. They don't make them like they used to, not anymore. You gotta flush 10 times, sometimes even more. Flush it 8, 9, 10 times, that's the Trumpy way. Flush it 8, 9, 10 times, he says it every day. Why waste the water? Oh, it's such a crime. But here we go again, flush it 8, 9, 10 times. Imagine the scene in the White House halls. Plumbers on speed dial, fixing all the stalls. Hey, Mr. President, the pipes are just fine. Well, better safe than sorry. Flush it 10 more times. Flush it 8, 9, 10 times. That's the Trumpy way. Flush it 8, 9, 10 times. He says it every day. Why waste the water? Oh, it's such a crime. But here we go again. Flush it 8, 9, 10 times. In the Oval Office, he was laying down the law. Toilet regulations, now that's a cause. He said, believe me, folks, it's a total disgrace. We need stronger flushes all over the place. Flush it 8, 9, 10 times, that's the Trumpy way. Flush it 8, 9, 10 times, he says it every day. Why waste the water? Oh, it's such a crime.
Welcome back to Fear Factor 2.0 on WBS Channel 13 Black September Television with your host, Joe Rogan.
Hey, that's me. Welcome to Fear Factor 2.0. I'm your host, Joe Rogan, and tonight we have a very special episode for you. Our contestants are none other than former President wannabe dictator Donald Trump and President Sleepy Joe Biden. Okay, Trump, here we go. You can choose one of the following. Speak one complete sentence without lying, or eat this bowl full of roaches.
Yeah, oh hell, just give me the roaches.
Okay, President Biden, here we go. You also have two choices. Stay awake for 5 minutes or... Well, folks, there you have it, I guess. Tune in next week for another episode. Oh, and make sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Good night, everyone.
Obadiah, Obadiah, Obadiah. That's the jokes, folks. Hello. America. It's me, your favorite Lil King, the best king. Believe me, there has never been a better ruler over you peasants and brokies than me.
You know, I have to say, seeing him go deeper and deeper to the gutter.
Fake news.
It's not easy to tick me off.
Wrong.
I don't get angry often. But you mess with my wife, you mess with my kids, that'll do it every time. Donald, you're a sniveling coward, and leave Heidi the hell alone.
Well, I want to talk to the Trump supporters for a minute. I don't know who you are, and I don't know why you like this guy. I think what you like about him, he appears to be strong when the rest of us are weak. He's a very successful businessman, and he's going to make everything great. He's going to take all the problems of the world and put them in a box and make your life better. That's what he's selling. Here's what you're buying. He's a race-baiting, xenophobic, religious bigot.
But I was like, people aren't going to believe
Fake news.
They're not going to believe that. Mistake. But guess what? You've got no excuse now. He was there for 4 years, 2 of them with a Republican Congress. He got a quarter of the wall built, and Mexico hasn't given us our first peso. We paid for all of it, and only for a quarter of it.
Wrong.
Joe Biden never beat anybody outside the state of Delaware in 45 years, except for one guy, Donald J. Trump.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the hottest new product launch of the century. Straight from the mind of the one and only Lil King, we present to you Trump's torches and pitchforks.
That's right, folks. You love my steaks, my ties, and my university. Now get ready for the ultimate tool to make your voices heard. It's time to stand down and stand by in style.
Amazing. Tell us, Lil King, what makes these torches and pitchforks so special?
This isn't just any torch. This is a MAGA torch. It's got LED lights, a built-in speaker for my greatest hits, and it's flame retardant. Safety first, people.
Wow, that's incredible. And what about the pitchfork?
This baby is made of the finest plastic, light as a feather, but strong enough to poke any election fraud right in the ballot box.
I used to just stand around waiting for the votes to be counted. But now, with Lil King's torch and pitchfork, I feel like I'm really part of the action.
And for a limited time, you can get your very own Lil King torch and pitchfork set for just $19.99. But wait, there's more. Order now, and you'll get a free Stop the Steal t-shirt.
Operators are standing by just like we want you to. Don't miss out on this opportunity to be part of history. Remember, when the votes are being counted, you need to be ready. And now you can be ready in style. Make America nuts again.
That's right, folks. Don't delay. Get your Lil King torch and pitchfork set today. Stand down, stand by, and shine bright with Lil King's latest and greatest invention.
Lil King's Torch and Pitchfork Emporium is not responsible for any unintended consequences resulting from the use of our products. So torches and pitchforks are intended for decorative purposes only and should not be used in actual protest activities, riots, or any form of mob action. The LED lights in the torch are not to be used as a substitute for regular lighting and may cause temporary blindness if stared at directly for prolonged periods. So the built-in speaker playing Lil King's greatest sex hits is guaranteed to play on a loop and may result in excessive humming, uncontrollable dancing, or sudden urges to tweet at 3 a.m. The plastic used in the pitchfork is designed to be lightweight and is not suitable for agricultural purposes, self-defense, or poking election fraud, actual or imagined. Do not use the pitchfork to cook marshmallows, spearfish, or as a walking stick. Lil King's Torch and Pitchfork Emporium makes no claims regarding the effectiveness of these tools in influencing vote counts, stopping the steal, or making America great again. Any resemblance to actual farm tools is purely coincidental. In the event of a malfunction, do not attempt to repair the torch or pitchfork yourself. Doing so may result in minor injuries, major injuries, or spontaneous combustion. If your torch begins to smoke, overheat, or play non-Lil King music, discontinue use immediately and consult a professional or just throw it away. The Stop the Steal t-shirt included with your purchase is made from 100% synthetic fibers and should not be worn near open flames, including but not limited to Lil King's torches. Standing down and standing by with Lil King's Torch and Pitchfork set does not guarantee that you will be part of any historical event, gain media attention, or receive a personal shout-out from Lil King himself. Results may vary, and your experience may include, but is not limited to, standing in the rain, missing dinner, and questioning your life choices. Lil King's Torch and Pitchfork Emporium is not affiliated with any political campaign, candidate, or reality television show. All sales are final and no refunds will be issued except in cases of product defect, natural disasters, or acts of divine intervention. By purchasing our products, you agree to hold harmless Lil King, his associates, and any related parties from any and all claims, lawsuits, or public embarrassment resulting from the use of our torches and pitchforks. Order now. And remember, when it comes to standing down and standing by, do it with Lil King's torch and pitchfork set. Operators are standing by to take your call, but not responsible for any advice given regarding the use of our products. Thank you for choosing Lil King's Torch and Pitchfork Emporium, where we light up your life one torch at a time. Whew, there you have it, folks. Order now and remember to use responsibly. Ladies and gentle beings, please welcome the one, the only Darth Trumpster.
Thank you. It's tremendous to be here on this beautiful Death Star. Isn't it tremendous? We've got a lot of great things happening. We're going to build a wall around Tatooine, and guess what? We're going to make the Jawas pay for it. Just kidding, folks. We love the Jawas, don't we? They bring us all those lovely droids. Believe me, no one knows droids better than me. And we're going to drain the swamps on Dagobah. Yoda? More like Yoda must go. Am I right? We're going to bring balance to the Force, but only the good parts. None of that dark side nonsense. That's fake news, folks, fake news. We got the best starships, folks, the very best. And we're going to make the galaxy great again by making the Empire first. You know it. I know it. Everyone knows it. Now let's talk about the competition. We've got Joe Sky Biden, Sleepy Joe, not a chance, folks, not a chance. And Princess Kamala said, she doesn't even have a lightsaber, folks. And let's not forget my secret weapon, Space Force. We're going to build a Space Force so powerful, not even the Rebel Alliance can stop us. Believe me, it's going to be huge. So let's get out there and vote. Vote for Darth Trumpster, the greatest leader the galaxy has ever seen. Together, we will rule the galaxy with strength, with power, and most importantly, with style. Hey, who hecking shot me? What? Mike Pence.
The galaxy great again with Darth Trumpster, let's all win. Build the walls and drain the swamps. With our leader we'll never be chumps. So raise your sabers, join the fight. With Trumpster's lead, our future's bright. Vote for power, vote for cheer. Make the galaxy great again, right here.
Hello, my name's JD Vance. Do you want a Diet Mountain Dew? I could drink about 1.5 million of these. The Democrats say everything is racist. They'll probably say drinking Mountain Dew is racist. It's good. Those must be comfortable shoes. I bet the Democrats sink. They're racist. I wish I had shoes like that. My feet hurt. Democrats always say there's an awful lot you can tell by the soda. I've drank a lot of soda. If I think about it, I can remember my first soda. I'm from Ohio, you know? Someday, I want to be president. Maybe. Well, it was nice talking to you. You want some chocolate?